the White House putting plenty of officials before Congress today to answer questions on its budget. But the stimulus? Yeah, well, that will likely be the scene tomorrow, as the White House has yet to accept an invitation by my next guest to answer questions on the stimulus package 2 years after the event. With us now, Republican Study Committee Chairman Jim Jordan. By the way, we did contact the White House for a statement. We have not heard back yet. Congressman Jordan, what are you going to do then? Just hold a hearing with empty chairs in front of you? Because they won't provide anybody to talk about the stimulus?
Right, we got the same treatment you got, Stuart. Look, they know this is a failure, just like the American people knew this thing hasn't worked, and so they're not even showing up to defend it. $800 billion of taxpayer money that didn't do what they said it was going to do, didn't keep unemployment below 8%. In fact, it was supposed to be under their projections around 7% now, and obviously we're not there. So unfortunately, and this is, I think, the important point, Stuart, is not only do the American people know this didn't work, we actually think it caused harm, as evidenced by the record deficit and the record debt we're piling up. Well, but I think the president is doing the same thing with his budget. It's more of the same, and that's what I think offends me most and what we're going to try to point out tomorrow in our committee hearing.
Well, Christina Roma, she will not appear. Jared Bernstein, you asked him to appear. You've not heard back from him, I believe. They shaped the stimulus package. I mean, would you consider a subpoena? I mean, is that legit?
Well, I think that's something we're going to have to look at as we move forward. You know, we're going to see how the hearing goes tomorrow. But you're exactly right. Why not the architects of the stimulus package, who talked about all this economic theory and the multiplier effect and everything else, why not come forward and defend your work product? Okay. Why not come forward and defend the policy? To me, that makes all the sense in the world. But once again, the administration won't do that. Well, and we're going to have a hearing tomorrow and talk about this
While
issue.
We're on the subject of job creation, I want you to listen for a second to what Speaker Boehner had to say about federal jobs.
Okay.
Over the last 2 years, since President Obama has taken office, the federal government has added 200,000 new federal jobs. If some of those jobs are lost in this, so be it. We're broke.
Well, Democrats are saying that that is just plain callous about job losses amongst federal workers. And your response is?
Well, what's callous is continue the policies that they've implemented, like this stimulus policy, which have led to 10% unemployment, which have led to a record deficit, which have led to a record debt. That's what's callous. I mean, here's another fact. In the last 4 years, think about this, the median family income in this country, Stuart, has declined 4.7%. In that same 4-year period, government spending has increased 36%. The American people get this. They instinctively understand this. You can't keep doing the same old if you want to grow jobs and grow our economy. And that's the point the Speaker's making. He's not being callous. He's just stating the facts. He's stating what the American people understand.
Congressman, I've got one more news item for you, and perhaps you give us a response to it as well. The President is just threatening the veto pen. The President says he will veto a legislative spending bill from House Republicans like yourself if it cuts programs that would drive long-term economic growth or create jobs. He's threatening a veto here on your House Republicans' spending plan.
Well, Stuart, if big government spending, what we've been doing, if big government spending, big government taxation, if that were going to get us out of this economic mess, well, for goodness sake, we'd have been out of it a long time ago, because that's all this government's been doing. Why not try the approach we know that works, which is reduce spending, keep taxes low, and let the American family, American small business owner do what they do best and grow jobs in our economy? The president just doesn't get it. And again, I would point to the budget that he introduced yesterday, which is more of the same, more big spending, more big tax increases, more of the same. And so he can threaten that, but the fact is the people spoke on November 2nd. They sent us here to do a job, which is to cut spending, keep taxes low, and get our economy moving, and probably just as importantly, begin to put us on a path that we can actually balance our budget and do what families have to do every single day, live within their means, not spend more than they take in.
Congressman Jim Jordan, we appreciate you being with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.